Hello, and welcome to Smelley, Elle Christmas Part 2. I'm your host as always, Connor Wolfley, and today we will be venturing into a new realm of possibility for this Christmas season. So without any further ado, let's just get right into it. Well, would you look at that? It's an interface and a microphone with a pop filter built in. There we go. That's a little better. Now that we're hooked in and have high fidelity audio, let's talk a little bit about the Focusrite 2i2. Now looking at the Focusrite 2i2, first thing you'll notice is its slick red finish. Upon looking at the front, you will see two inputs. An input for a 1/4 inch and an input for an XLR, or other known as a microphone cable, which I assume will be very useful in the lifespan of this 2i2. Upon plugging in the 1/4 inch cable to input 1, or 2, whatever fits your fancy, you're going to want to start turning that gain dial. Upon turning the gain dial, you will see as you talk, it turns green. Now, you want to do a little bit of gain staging so there's a little less work in the post-edit production. As you turn it up, you will see if you go a little too far, it begins to start turning red. Once it turns red, that means that you are clipping and you might want to turn down just a little bit to get that crystal clear audio. Upon looking at the other side, it's virtually identical. It doesn't matter if you're recording in input 1 or input 2, or both at the same time, which is very possible. You just want to make sure that you're gain staging on both to make sure that you have a proper amount of audio waving into your DAW. Upon looking at these other features, you'll see the option to go from line to instrument. Now, you probably don't need to worry about this much. I would just keep it on the line function. Now, still moving west to east, let's head on over to the east side of the interface. Here, starting on the left, you will see a 48-volt power function. This is to power any phantom-powered microphones that may need additional power in order to receive input to your computer. Right below it, you'll see the direct monitor function. When toggled on, you'll hear the audio straight through the headphone jack upon talking through the interface. This makes it easy for you and whoever you're interviewing to listen in and hear how their voice sounds through the computer. Though, if you're listening back through the computer and you're not using headphones, I would go ahead and just leave this off. Once you go to the right, you'll see your overall monitor volume knob. Here, down for less volume, up for more volume, pretty self-explanatory, but when having monitors connected to this interface here, this will be very important in the mixing process of your audio from voices. Upon moving to the far right, we have our headphone jack and our volume for our headphones. Here, I imagine it'll be quite useful, though keep in mind that you will need an instrument cable or 1/4 inch cable to plug into that headphone jack in order to receive the audio. Now, let's head all the way down south, nearly to the South Pole. Here, we find ourselves with 3 primary outputs. The first being the USB power. This is what converts our sound waves into audio files via connected to our computer. On the right is our line outputs. We have right and left for stereo. This is to connect to monitors if you have any that you would like to listen to while mixing your audio. What you'll find alongside your brand new Focusrite interface is a Sennheiser microphone, a pop filter, colored orange, high quality microphone cable, and your USB cable, colored red. Still not convinced that this is the interface for you? Let's go ahead and hear from some legendary professionals in the business who abide by this product.
So the rumors that you hear about me, they're simply not true. So I was caught up in some drama just last year, and they say that I stole Christmas, but simply not true. I was simply quoting the Grinch who stole Christmas. And these kids on the Twitter app, they say that I'm going to steal Christmas. They want to end my career. But what I say to that?
Laramie, talk about the product.
Oh no, yes, the product is very good. Oh man, Scarlett 2i2 interface. Where do I even begin, man? Where do I even begin to start? So it was late in the year of 2019 when her and I first met, and just a year later, we decided to get a divorce. And sorry, we're talking about the product here. Anyways, it helped me get through my divorce. This right here, greatest damn interface on the whole planet.
You know, the only way I know if kids are on the naughty or nice list is by hearing them with this here interface, right? I've got a big old mic set up over the earth listening in on all as far as the eye can see. And guess what? My mic is connected to the Focusrite 2i2 Scarlett interface. Sue me. Anyways, you've been very good this year, LA. So, Connor and I decided to collab and get you in on this little secret of mine. Merry Christmas from myself and Mrs. Claus, ho ho ho.
And thanks for tuning in to this year's Smelley Elle Christmas Part 2. As always, I'm your host, Connor Wolfley. I love you very dearly, and I'm excited to see where your career takes you, and I'm excited to hear what you create. Cheers, and Merry Smelley Elle Christmas.